talks, nobody walks. It's taillights down the road. Your money, of course, is your buying force. At Keys, Wetter, or Mazda, yes, your money talks.
I did 53 during the 4 days. I beat the next closest by 150%. We did anywhere from 2 to almost 6 times as much as some of the other dealers did. Monday, I got a phone call from Jack, the GM at the Chrysler store, for about the 3rd time, thanking me for coming into it. Our name had been so well established in the marketplace that he considered us to be the draw for the sale, not himself or the local dealers. He considered ourselves to be the draw. We've been using your Money Talks program now for 9 years. My faith in the program is phenomenal. Kitchener's a town of 160-some thousand people. We're the number 1 in Ontario and 1, 2, or 3 in Canada on an ongoing basis. So,
what about your advertising costs?
We've been consistently lowering them over the last 4 to 5 years. It has not hurt our traffic count. Our traffic count is picking up. It was down last year, but all imports were down last year. Mazda was in a herding mode last year, but this year we're up about 20% over last year, and I'm actually spending less money. It's helped service immensely. We run in a neighborhood of between 130 and 140% absorption every month of the year with parts, service, and body shop. You can't keep building it every year unless you have the customers coming in the front door to sell them. Otherwise, your service department winds down over a time frame. Ours is building. Last year, our new car sales were down about 1/3 of what Mazda's were nationally, but every year, our service department is increasing. The number of work orders every month increases. The total dollar of sales increases. So it's all part and parcel of the whole deal, but it's established us in the marketplace. The University of Waterloo did a market survey of automobile dealerships. They did 2,000 interviews in the example Fairview Mall, Conestoga Mall, Waterloo, stuff like that, over an 8-week period, and we were the number 1 known dealer.
So obviously the radio is working.
Well, I had a person on Sunday. I went in to close a deal at the sale. This guy owned a meat market down in Cambridge, and he says, I don't understand how you can be on the radio all the time. He says, you're on there every day. Well, my radio program runs 6 to 8 days a month. That's it. That's all I'm on the air. 8 to 10 spots a day, fairly heavy saturation, but the perception is that I'm there all the time. That's the key to it. You and I have talked numerous times over the years where I haven't really questioned the effectiveness of it, but that I thought we should change it. And you've been the one that's been standing there and saying, you change it, I'll shoot you, blah, blah, it'll work, and it always has.
This is Street Talk, on the air, asking how you feel about your Money Talks. Ma'am?
What? Oh, Money Talks. Yeah. Oh, you mean that new movie with, what's his name? I laughed, I cried.
No. Sir.
Hello.
Can you tell me what your Money Talks refers to?
Yes, I believe it's from Shakespeare.
No.
Hamlet Act II.
No, not quite.
Julius Caesar.
No.
Anthony and Cleopatra.
How about you, sir?
Yeah?
Have you heard about your Money Talks?
Sure, it's like on the radio.
That's right.
At Keys, Wetter Motors from Mazda, your money talks, nobody walks, so it's taillights down the road.
Oh, you mean it's not a movie?
No, but you'll love the happy ending. As the new car owner drives off into the sunset, the music swells and this beautiful voice starts to sing, Money Talks!
Your money talks, nobody walks. It's taillights down the road. Your money, of course, is your buying force. At Keys, Wetter, or Mazda, yes, your money talks.
Rob Keyswater.
How did the month turn out for you?
We had the best Aprils we've ever had.
Is that right?
Yes, we did. Just over 100 new.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where does that put you on the totem pole with Mazda?
We're like in the top 4 for Ontario now.
What has been the response to that whole thing?
The response has been phenomenal. Even people that I bump into in the mall, people I see around town with kids in hockey and that ask about the Rob on the job. Are you the Rob on the job and that? And it's sticking in their heads. It's working extremely well.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It's been phenomenal. Like, I've even had kids come up and sing it to me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible.
I mean, it's good. I've taken some ribbing on it, which means it has to be working.
Excellent. Absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Bobby.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Your money talks, nobody walks. It's taillights down the road. Your money, of course, is your buying force. And keys better for Mazda. 'Cause Rob on the job gives you the nod to really make your money talk. And keys better for Mazda, yes, your money talks.
At Keys Wetter for Mazda, Rob on the job gives the nod to really make your money talk. And because so many of you love what your money has to say, it recently talked Keys Wetter for Mazda way up to the 18th position on the Mazda sales volume poll in all of North America. And here's more good money talk on all brand new 2006s. Financing down as low as 0% and no security deposit on leasing too. Plus, a full 1% GST rebate on all new. And as always, Rob gives a nod to Zoom Zoom trade-in allowances too. Ho 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 ho! Zoom Zoom Zoom.
Your money talks, nobody walks. It's taillights down the road. 'Cause Rob on the job gives you the nod to really make your money talk. And Keys Wetter for Mazda, yes, your money talks. On Highway 8, north of Sports World Drive.
But when everybody else is crying the blues, we're up, and I have to, I attribute that to the Money Talks program. We've used it very extensively, and I think the big secret to it is using something that's very unique that stands out. I had a record June. We did well over 100 new businesses there. So I think the effect of the advertising definitely is still coming in long after we have run the commercial. The business is there. We're getting the traffic. We got the business. I can't complain. My profits this year are probably 22% ahead of last year, but it's there. I'm tickled pink with the program. It has established us in the marketplace with a very, very unique presentation. My office is right above the main entrance to the showroom, and I've had people come in and say, I want to see if my money really talks. It's brought some people to paper, and that's important.